I spent 3 months traveling Southeast Asia with a camera setup that cost less than most people's phone. And I came back with photos that honestly shocked me. People kept asking what pro gear I was shooting with. When I told them the total price, they didn't believe me. Here's the truth nobody talks about. You don't need $5,000 to take incredible travel photos. You need $500 and the right priorities. Because at this price point, you can't have everything. No weather sealing and flip screens and lightning fast autofocus all in one package. You have to choose, and that's exactly what I did. So let me walk you through the exact kit I built, what worked, what didn't, and how you can do the same thing. Let's start with the camera body, the Sony Alpha A6000 at $448. This camera is 5 years old and it's still one of the smartest buys you can make. 24.3 megapixels, 179 autofocus points, 11 frames per second burst mode. I used this camera through monsoons in Vietnam, dusty markets in Thailand, humid jungles in Laos. It never quit on me. The autofocus is shockingly fast, like I was shooting street scenes and it would lock onto someone's eyes before I even fully composed the shot. The battery life is the only real downside. You'll burn through them. I carried 3 and swapped them constantly, but for this price, you're getting a camera that punches way above its weight. This is for people who prioritize speed and reliability over fancy features. No flip screen, no weather sealing, just a workhorse that delivers sharp images every single time. Now, if you care more about colors and the shooting experience, the Fujifilm X-T20 at $429 is a completely different vibe. Same 24.3 megapixels, but with Fuji's X-Trans sensor. And this is where things get interesting. The film simulations on this camera are magic. I could shoot JPEG and actually use the files straight out of camera. Velvia for saturated landscapes. Classic chrome for moody street shots. It felt like I was shooting film again, but with all the convenience of digital. The retro dials and controls made me slow down, made me think about my settings instead of just blasting away. But here's the catch. The autofocus isn't as fast as the Sony, and if you're shooting action or wildlife, you'll feel that difference. This camera is for intentional shooters, people who want gorgeous colors and don't mind taking an extra second to nail focus. Okay, camera bodies are one thing, but the lens is where your money really matters. And this is where most people mess up. They buy a camera and then stick with the kit zoom. Don't do that. The Sony E35 Mir F 1.8 OSS at $248 changed everything for me. 154 grams, that's lighter than most zoom lenses by half. Maximum aperture of f1.8 means I could shoot in terrible light. Rainy evenings, dimly lit temples, sunset markets, and the optical stabilization meant I could handhold at crazy slow shutter speeds. This lens forced me to zoom with my feet. And honestly, that made me a better photographer. I got closer to my subjects. I thought more carefully about composition. 35mm on APS-C gives you about a 50mm full frame equivalent. That's the perfect walk-around focal length, not too wide, not too tight, just right for travel. If you're building a budget kit and can only afford one lens, this is it. Now let's talk about the stuff nobody thinks about until it's too late. Memory cards. The SanDisk Extreme 64GB SDXC at $13. I know that sounds boring, but hear me out. UHS-I U3V30 rated, 150 megabytes per second read speed, 70 write speed, fast enough for burst shooting and 4K video if your camera supports it. I bought 2 of these and rotated them every day. One in the camera, one in my bag as backup. I never lost a single image in 3 months. And at this price, you can afford redundancy. Buy 2. Always have a backup. It's the cheapest insurance you'll ever get. But here's where things get really interesting. The Peak Design Capture Camera Clip V3 at $65. This thing completely changed how I traveled with my camera. It mounts to any backpack, strap, or belt. RK Swiss compatible, so it works with most tripods and plates. Holds up to 200 pounds. I could clip my camera to my chest and have instant access without wearing it around my neck all day. No more digging through my bag, no more neck strain. I'd be hiking and see a shot and my camera was already in my hand. The release button is smooth and positive. Never felt like my camera was going to fall. This is essential gear if you're doing active travel, hiking, biking, anything where you need mobility and quick access. Now I have to mention the Canon EOS M50 Mark II at $579. I know that's over budget, but stick with me. 24.1 megapixels, 4K video, vari-angle touchscreen. This camera often comes in kit bundles that include a lens, and if you're a complete beginner, that might be worth the extra $79. The menu system is incredibly intuitive. The touchscreen makes it feel like using your phone, and the video autofocus is genuinely excellent. I tested this for a week and the face tracking never lost me even when I was moving. But here's my honest take. If you're purely focused on stills and don't need 4K video, save the money and get the Sony or Fuji. You'll have more budget left for a better lens or accessories. Let me pull this all together. My ideal $500 travel kit, Sony a6000 body, 448, Sony 35mm f1.8 lens, 248. Oops, that's already $696. See, this is the game. You have to make choices. If you go with the a6000, you're probably starting with the kit zoom to stay under budget. Or you buy the body used and put the savings toward the prime lens. That's actually what I did. Bought a used a6000 for $320, paired it with the 35mm, added the Peak Design clip and 2 memory cards. Total cost $466 or option 2. Fujifilm X-T20 with the kit lens for under $500. You get gorgeous colors and a decent starting zoom range. Then save up for a prime lens later. The point is this, you absolutely can build a legitimate travel photography kit for $500, but you need to know what you value. Speed and autofocus? Sony. Colors and shooting experience? Fuji. Video and beginner friendliness? Canon. There's no wrong answer, just different priorities. I took some of my favorite photos ever with gear that cost less than most people spend on a phone case and AirPods combined. The gear doesn't make the photographer, but the right gear at the right price makes it possible to go out and actually shoot. Full review at gearorbit.com.